Righto, we've got into the coming towards the end of winter, so we've got a real range of feeds at the moment. So the cattle generally at this time of the year struggle a bit because they've come off drier, rougher feed, like you get in these paddocks here, where we've had frosts. They've got how an animal's digestion works is they break down the excrement of the nutrients that are inside their gut. So those microbes are different depending on what type of feed's being eaten. So if they're coming off a winter feed like that and they're going straight on to something like this, which is a cover crop which we've planted, or ryegrass like in the next paddock, those gut microbes have to adjust to the change in feed. What's happened in this paddock is we've inadvertently run a trial because we've left summer stubble. We just had enough seed to do a couple of runs around the outside, so less than half the paddock ended up being planted out to the winter cover crop. But that's meant that animals have had access to both the green feed, the nice winter green feed, which is like the chocolate, but they've also had access to the stubble and the rough feed from winter. So it's that mix of the two things that you actually need, because you've got the protein and the energy from the nice green feed, but that can't really be processed without these microbes working. And to work, those microbes need to be stimulated. So having that rougher feed that rubs on the inside of their rumen and reticulum in their gut, that's how the microbes get stimulated. The microbes have to be there though. So if you've got a long winter like we've had this year, with a long cold winter, you might have a lot of rough feeds. The microbes in the gut may not even be there. So in our case, we add microbes into the water. We've just finished this drum off over the last week or 10 days, and that repopulates microbes into the stomach, into the gut of the animal that might not have been there otherwise, because over the winter they've just got back to having a less diverse microbial population inside the stomach. So we add them in, and hopefully that will jumpstart things a bit so they can handle this better feed, and then all the other paddocks, as the warmth kicks in and we start to get more green feed in this. We're in a summer dominant rainfall area, so we have a lot of tropical pastures. As all those tropical pastures kick in, we want to be able to, those animals want to be able to start processing them quickly. So by adding microbes into their diet, that will change their gut flora quicker and enable them to make use of all this green feed that's coming through and the stuff we've planted.